Hello and welcome to our Prisoner of Fate walkthrough. I'm Zom,
I'm Katgar.
and if you've never played a mod like this one, then you're in for a treat because Countercurrent Games makes great mods. They've got some good puzzles. They make good use of Frictional's engine. And the first puzzle will be a classic one, broken wall right here. Just grab it and fiddle with this rock until it explodes. And then we're gonna go through
That door.
this door right here, pull the switch down to open it. Then we get into this water section, which is kind of slow and boring. So, Kakar, if you want to explain the story.
So, if you go back through Penumbra, these specific games, you meet a guy named Red. Well, you kind of meet him. You meet his voice, and
Right.
so eventually you incinerate him. And so you learn nothing about him. What's up with this dude? In this game, you play as Red, and now you can learn his story about what happened before you murdered him. In warm blood, though.
Warm, very warm blood.
He asked us to do it.
So that's what the intro cutscene is for. It's voiced by, I guess, Philip, right?
Yeah.
The guy you play as
In the other games.
in the other Penumbra games. But you want to come in here, pull this switch down. All these switches in this first area are pulled down switches. Ooh, spooky! But pulling down that switch opens up this door, which gives us access to the next area. And this is a thing that was added in the Soma engine, the ability to like click on stuff and climb up walls.
You get arms.
You can see arms in this game. No other frictional game do you have arms. So make sure you turn this valve to turn off steam. And then that will turn off the this area so you can walk through here. And then we'll go left through this vent. Press, I think the control button is crouch by default. I guess it's not really, they never give you like the tooltip in this game
No.
to like, hey, remember that you can crouch. There's a computer with some lore in there. You don't actually need to interact with it. There's also a computer with lore in here. You don't need to interact with that either. Ooh, spooky. But you do need to go into this bathroom. Alright, and you see there's sparking, so you gotta turn off this light.
If you are unsatisfied with working confined within four walls, the archaic will gladly offer an alternative option in the form of physical labor with lots of fresh air.
So grab this switch, put it in here, or the lever, or, I don't know, what would you call that?
Handle?
Handle. Grab that handle from the bathroom, come over here, slap it in that control box, and that allows you, and when you pull it down, it allows you to go through this door, which enters into this Soma-style load zone area. This is like this pressurized container.
Yeah, we've moved up to the Soma engine now.
Yeah, so it's a little bit nicer to look at. There's a few more effects. We'll get to see water stuff in some of the later areas, but we're not quite there yet. What's-Her-Face talked about the Archaic. That was their previous mod, right?
Yeah, it was Amabel Swanson. And that was Twilight of the Archaic.
Which is another great mod by Countercurrent. So what you want to do is you want to go right, and then you go into this big room, and I think...
Completely ignore that.
Ooh, a big worm pops out! Woo!
Don't worry.
Then you come through here, and then this door closes behind you. So this can be very confusing. This area is kind of labyrinthine. And honestly, I don't remember exactly which way to go.
Left opens that box.
So this gives you access to the previous room, but you don't actually need it. So if you open this, you might actually just be confusing yourself more. Yeah, the goal is we want to get through this door, but it says stuck. No way Red could open these doors by hand. So come in here, and you see this clipboard with some information on it. We see shovel, propane gas cylinder, something that's scratched out but with quantity 2, and then red color safety helmet.
And then find them.
So this is the instruction for how to solve a puzzle. But what puzzle? If we come over here, you can see that there is... Oh wait, it's right here. There's this door with a light. The light beckons me. I must touch it. And right next to it, there's a keypad. And we don't know how to enter the code. But there are 4 numbers, and there's 4 things. So if we go over here and look through these binoculars, what was the first item?
The shovel.
So if we look here,
look
you
to
can
the
see
left.
There's 1, 2, 3 shovels. And the next item was...
the propane.
And there's 1, 2, 3. You might not see that one because it's halfway covered. 4, 5, 6, and then way on the right is 7. So there's 7 propane.
And then 2.
Just the number 2.
And then the helmets.
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 red helmets. So 3, 7, 2, 4 are the numbers that we want to remember. I'm going to come over here. We click on this keypad and say 3, 7, 2, 4. And that opens this door. So then we come in here and we touch this light. And so anytime you touch this light, you kind of get like a cutscene thing that goes on. So what does this light represent? What is this stuff that we're touching?
Well, it looks to be... There's actually some lore that lets you know what this is, but it is, I believe, 66B. Artifact 60... It is... Excuse me for forgetting. It's either Artifact 66B or Artifact 66D.
Something like that.
If you listen, there are tape recorders throughout the game, and if you listen to John on the tape recorder, then he will explain about the artifacts, and that is one of them.
So they give you some like ancient power, assumedly having something to do with the turn gate stuff.
Some kind of superhuman strength specifically, because you open this door.
Yeah, so you go over and touch the curtains in your memory, and it opens this door because it gives you superpowers or something. Yeah, there's lots of cool lore and stuff in the game, so just be sure to read all the stuff. So we can't go through this door.
Something is missing.
We can't pull this thing. So we got to look for a cylindrical item to stick in that hole. Yeah, as you're exploring around, Countercurrent does a really good job of like hiding secrets and lore and things, and like computers and stuff to like tell you what's going on, without being too like heavy-handed about it. So grab this cylinder and slap it in here. Now as you pull down the switch, go through this door, go through here, grab this safety helmet, and then you can pull down this switch.
And with the helmet, you now have light.
Right, you push F to turn on this light, and all you got to do is go up these stairs and into here, and that ends that area. So I think that's a good stopping point for this guide. Be sure to subscribe and check the other videos in this playlist for more guides on Prisoner of Fate.